Right now, you are trapped inside a cosmic prison, a boundary so immense that no spacecraft, no telescope, no machine we could ever build will allow us to see past it. This is the edge of the observable universe, the absolute limit of everything we can perceive. But here's the terrifying part. Beyond this edge, something exists. Maybe nothing. Maybe something so unimaginable that our laws of physics can't even describe it. Either way, we are cut off from it forever. Scientists call this the cosmic event horizon, the point beyond which galaxies expand away from us faster than light itself. No signal, no particle, no information will ever make it back across this threshold. It is a one-way exit into the great unknown. And here's where it gets even stranger. If the universe is infinite, that means there is no true edge. Just an endless cosmic expanse that stretches on without end. But if the universe is finite, then somewhere, at some impossible distance, there must be an actual boundary. A wall beyond which there is nothing. No space, no time, no reality. The very concept of nothing itself is hard for the human mind to grasp. Even in the darkest vacuum of intergalactic space, there is something. Virtual particles flickering in and out of existence, cosmic radiation humming faintly through the void. But if the universe has an edge, then beyond it, not even these ghostly remnants would exist. Not just an absence of matter, but an absence of existence itself. It would be the truest void imaginable. But here's where things take a turn for the deeply unsettling. If the universe has a hard edge, then it raises a question that no physicist, no cosmologist, no philosopher has been able to answer. What's on the other side? Is it a cosmic void, an empty abyss beyond comprehension? Is it a gateway to another reality? Or is the very concept of an outside fundamentally meaningless? The scariest part? We may never know. Because even if we could travel for billions of years, faster than any speed we can currently comprehend, we would never reach the answer. Space itself is stretching, and with every second that passes, the edge of the universe moves farther and farther away. If the universe is truly infinite, then something unsettling happens. In a boundless expanse where space continues forever, the rules of probability begin to play tricks on our understanding of reality. Because while the number of ways to arrange matter may be vast, it is not infinite. There are only so many possible ways to arrange the atoms that make up a galaxy, a star, or even a person. And if the universe never ends, then somewhere out there, against all logic, those patterns must repeat. This means that if you could travel far enough, impossibly far, you would eventually find another version of yourself. An identical Earth, a duplicate history. Everything you have ever known mirrored exactly as it is now, down to the last photon of light. Somewhere else, just beyond an unfathomable distance, is another you making the exact same choices, living the exact same life, thinking the exact same thoughts at this very moment. And it doesn't stop there. With infinite space, there are infinite variations. A universe where everything is the same except the color of your eyes. A version of reality where history played out just slightly differently. A universe where you never existed at all. This isn't science fiction, it is a logical consequence of an infinite cosmos. But here's the terrifying contradiction. If space truly stretches on forever, then this should be a certainty. And yet we see no evidence of repeating structures in the observable universe. No identical galaxies, no mirrored cosmic landscapes. If the universe is infinite, why don't we see this pattern emerging? This is the paradox of infinity. It suggests one of two things. Either the universe is not actually infinite, or there is something else. Some hidden structure preventing us from seeing beyond a certain limit. And that leads to another question far stranger than the idea of infinity itself. What if the universe does in fact have an edge? A boundary beyond which nothing exists, not even the possibility of existence itself. Some physicists propose that if the universe has a physical limit, it could take the form of a cosmic event horizon, a point beyond which reality itself breaks down. But others suggest something even more bizarre, something that science itself may be actively preventing us from ever seeing. If the universe does have an edge, then why can't we see it? Why is it that no telescope, no measurement, no experiment has ever revealed what lies beyond? Some physicists believe this isn't just a coincidence. It might be an intrinsic law of nature, a form of cosmic censorship that prevents us from ever perceiving what's truly out there. The idea is that beyond a certain distance, the very fabric of space and time becomes distorted in ways we can't comprehend. The expansion of the universe acts like a horizon, a moving boundary that always recedes just beyond our reach. This isn't like a wall that we could one day break through. This is a fundamental limit on reality itself. It is as if the universe has been designed to hide its own boundaries, as if the true nature of existence is something we were never meant to witness. But why would such a limit exist? Some scientists propose that the universe could be a self-contained system, a four-dimensional hypersphere, where traveling far enough in any direction would eventually bring you back to where you started. Others suggest a more unsettling possibility. What we perceive as the universe could be just one small region of a much larger structure, something so vast and so different from our reality that our minds could never fully grasp it. And then there's the strangest idea of them all, the simulation hypothesis. If our universe were some kind of simulation, then cosmic voids, event horizons, and unobservable regions could all be by design. Just as a video game world has invisible boundaries where no code exists, what if the farthest reaches of space are simply regions where no data has been programmed? What if we are not supposed to see beyond a certain point because beyond that point, there is nothing there to see? If this is true, then the most disturbing question is not what lies beyond the edge of the universe, but why we were placed within these limits to begin with. Could the structure of our universe be nothing more than an artificial construct, a sandbox with strict rules to keep us from ever reaching the true frontier of existence? If there is a boundary to the universe, what would happen if we could somehow reach it? What if, by some impossible feat, we built a spacecraft that could travel faster than the expansion of space itself? What would we see? Would we slam into an invisible wall, a cosmic barrier where reality simply ends? Or would we break through into something else, some realm beyond our comprehension, beyond the laws of physics as we know them? Some theories suggest that beyond the observable universe lies a greater structure, a multiverse of bubble-like realities, each with its own version of physics, its own set of fundamental constants, its own history of existence. Perhaps if we reached the edge, we wouldn't find nothingness at all, but instead, a bridge to another universe, a gateway into a parallel cosmos entirely different from our own. But there is another, far more disturbing possibility. If space itself is a construct, if the laws of reality exist to contain us within a specific domain, then attempting to move beyond that limit might not be possible at all. The very fabric of existence may break down, dissolving into an incomprehensible void, a region where time ceases to function, where the laws that govern energy, matter, and consciousness no longer apply. Would we simply cease to exist? Would the concept of movement, of thought, of perception itself unravel into nothingness? The truth is, we may never know. The universe has built-in restrictions that prevent us from ever testing these ideas. The farther we look, the more the cosmos expands away from us. Every second that passes, the edge of the universe recedes into deeper inaccessibility, like an unreachable mirage. If there is something beyond it, we are destined to never see it, and perhaps that is the most unsettling realization of all. Because it means that no matter how far we advance, no matter how powerful our technology becomes, we will always be confined within this cosmic prison, trapped inside a reality that may never reveal its ultimate truth. But if there is a boundary, then something must have created it. Something must have determined the size, the shape, and the rules of our reality. And that raises the final, most unanswerable question. If the universe has an edge, then what or who lies beyond it?